dbinvesting gives you access to tons of markets and tools, but is everything really as solid as it looks? Hey, I'm Andy Roberts from FXEmpire.com. With over a decade of reviewing brokers, we know what really matters, like hidden fees, trust signals, and trading costs. We tested dbinvesting from the inside out to see how it actually performs. In this review, we'll cover how safe your money is with them, how their fees and spreads stack up, and does their market selection truly set them apart? We'll also walk you through their platforms to highlight the key features that matter most to traders. By the end, you'll know whether dbinvesting is worth your time or if it's better to keep looking. So let's dive in. Let's start with the most important question. Can you actually trust dbinvesting with your money? So here's the background. dbinvesting is based in Dubai and has been around since 2018. It has 4 entities regulated globally, 2 by top-tier authorities in Canada and the UAE, and the other 2 by lower-tier regulators in the Seychelles and Mauritius. But what does that actually mean for you as a trader? Well, first off, the broker's been in business for several years, and according to LinkedIn, they've got over 150 employees worldwide, which shows they're fairly well established. All of their entities keep client funds separate from the company funds. That means that your money is kept in a different account and can't be touched for company expenses. 3 of the entities, except the one in Canada, also offer negative balance protection, so if the market moves sharply against you, your account won't go below zero. Only the Seychelles entity offers access to a private compensation scheme, which covers you up to $20,000 if the broker defaults. Now, one thing we really liked, they don't just throw up a restricted region warning for EU clients like many brokers do. Instead, they actually break down how EU rules differ from Seychelles rules. That kind of transparency is rare and definitely a good sign. And they also have a best execution policy, which means they're required to give you the best prices available at the time you place your trade. Overall, because the level of protection depends on which entity you're registered with, we gave dbinvesting a trust score of 4.1 out of 5. Next, let's talk about trading costs. How does dbinvesting compare to the other brokers? dbinvesting offers multiple account types designed for casual traders, high-volume traders, and those who need swap-free options. To get a fair look at their pricing, we checked spreads on their commission-free STP account and tested it during the busiest hours of the London and New York sessions when trading is most active. So, what did we find? Overall, spreads were higher than the industry average across most instruments, with one exception. The only asset with competitive spreads was Bitcoin. Spreads on Forex majors and minors, commodities like gold and oil, stock indices, and US and EU equities were all above average. In fact, for oil and indices, the spreads were more than double the typical market average. We also looked into swap fees, which are charged for holding positions overnight. Unlike most brokers, dbinvesting doesn't show the daily swap rates. Instead, they apply a fixed 3% annual fee, both long and short, which means you won't earn any credit for overnight trades. There are no deposit or withdrawal fees, but they do charge a $25 inactivity fee if your account sits idle for 60 days. If you're looking for lower spreads, they do offer a raw account, but it comes with a round-turn commission of $8 per lot, which is a bit on the high side. With spreads that run higher than average and limited transparency on swaps, dbinvesting scored 2.3 out of 5 in the fees category. Okay, so we've covered the costs, now let's see what it's actually like to trade on their platform. dbinvesting uses the well-known MetaTrader 5 platform and is available on desktop, web, and mobile. The desktop version has the most features. You get one-click trading, algorithmic strategies, multiple order types, and tons of technical indicators. But fair warning, it is not exactly beginner-friendly. There's a bit of a learning curve. The web version is simpler and easier to navigate. It's got the basics like charting and indicators, but you won't get the custom tools or flexibility of the desktop app. The mobile app is also pretty intuitive and pretty useful for managing trades on the go. Outside of MT5, dbinvesting also has 2 of its own apps. The dbinvesting app handles account management like deposits and withdrawals, but you can also trade, check charts, and track your positions on the go. Then there's the DB Social app, which is designed for copy trading. You can follow and copy trades from other traders, known as signal providers. It shows their performance stats, but there's no advanced search or filtering. And for more advanced or high-frequency traders, they also offer FXAPI access for low-latency execution. Next up, we'll walk you through the MT5 desktop platform and the dbinvesting app to show you the key features. Let's take a look at the dbinvest MT5 desktop platform. When you right-click on the Market Watch window, you'll see a full list of tradable symbols covering a wide range of asset classes. It's easy to add them to your Market Watch list and start exploring. You can open multiple charts at once or switch to full screen mode on the right-hand side. You'll find a wide selection of indicators here, everything from popular trend and oscillator tools to some custom-built ones. Each can be added to your chart with just a click. One of MetaTrader 5's best features is the variety of timeframes it offers, from 3 minutes and 6 minute charts to 3 hour and 6 hour ones. It really gives traders more flexibility. There's also plenty of drawing tools like horizontal and trend lines. You can customize your charts too, just right click, head to properties and tweak the background and colors to your liking. Placing a trade is simple, just use the new order tab at the top, or the one-click trading feature by selecting buy and sell. That instantly opens a trade, which you can manage directly from the chart. Just click and drag to adjust your stop loss or take profit levels, and they'll update automatically in the order window. In the toolbox section, you'll also find news announcements, an economic calendar, and access to the expert advisor feature for automated or algorithmic trading. Overall, MetaTrader 5 offers a clean, powerful trading experience packed with useful tools for traders of all levels. Now, let's check out the dbinvesting mobile trading app on an iPhone. The app makes the account management super easy. You can handle your live account, demo account, and wallet. It lets you deposit and withdraw funds. You can trade directly from the app by tapping the trade icon. This opens a version of the WebTrader platform where you can view different chart types and timeframes. At the top, you'll find technical indicators that you can easily add to your charts, and there's also drawing tools on the left-hand side. There's a one-click trading feature at the top and several order types available, like market execution, limit, and stop orders. Placing a trade is simple, just tap buy or sell, and the trade opens instantly. You'll see it in the trades window at the bottom. From there, you can tap on the trade to modify it or close the position. The app's straightforward, easy to navigate, and it is a great way to trade conveniently on the go. All in all, dbinvesting has a solid lineup of platforms and tools, so we gave them a 4.5 out of 5 in this category. Finally, what about the range of tradable markets? dbinvesting actually offers a pretty broad lineup, over 2,600 CFDs and futures contracts. That includes 44 forex pairs, 19 commodities, 39 indices, 30 cryptos, 30 bonds, 670 ETFs, 620 MENA CFD stocks, and over 1,100 US stocks. And on top of that, there are 170 real stocks you can invest in. Compared to the average broker, this is a strong offering across nearly every asset class. The selection of ETFs and bonds especially stands out. It's much larger than what most competitors offer. And for traders in the MENA region, a rare selection of more than 600 regional share CFDs makes it one of the best options out there. We gave dbinvesting a full 5 out of 5 for tradable instruments. Before we get into our final verdict on dbinvesting, here's why you can trust our insights. Our team includes experienced analysts and pro traders. We've been reviewing brokers for over a decade, more than 80 each year, so we know what really sets the best ones apart. So the big question, is dbinvesting the right broker for you? Well, here is the big pros. It's regulated by 4 authorities globally. You get access to over 2,600 tradable instruments covering CFDs futures on all asset classes and some real stocks. The platform choices are solid. You've got MT5 for desktop, web, and mobile, plus 2 broker apps, the dbinvesting app and the DB Social app for copy trading. There are 5 account types designed for all kinds of traders, from beginners to pros, and including commission-free, commission-based, and Islamic swap-free options. Bitcoin spreads are competitive, and there are no deposit or withdrawal fees. The research offering is decent. You'll find a user-friendly economic calendar, market news, trading signals, and in-house analysis backed by a third party like Acuity. Customer support runs 24/7 via live chat, email, and phone. We had a very positive experience during our tests. And here are some drawbacks that you should keep in mind. Spreads are high across nearly all asset classes. You won't get any overnight credit from swap fees, and the educational content is quite basic. So with all that in mind, who is dbinvesting best suited for? It is a great fit for social and copy traders thanks to the DB Social app, which features over 300,000 trade copiers and more than 70,000 signal providers. Scalpers and day traders might appreciate the ECN account, one-click trading on MT5, and fixed API support, though it's worth noting that spreads could still be a concern. If you're into news trading, you'll benefit from the broker's built-in tools like the economic calendar, news screener, and featured trading signals. Automated traders are also well covered. The MT5 desktop platform supports expert advisors, and Fix API is available for high-frequency strategies. Swing and casual traders get access to a wide range of over 2,600 instruments and user-friendly mobile apps. But again, keep in mind that spreads on the STP account are on the high side. And for investors, it's especially well suited to those in the MENA region, with access to over 170 real stocks from both local markets and the US. We gave dbinvesting a score of 4.2 out of 5, putting it above average in our review. Want to check them out? Click the link in the description or in the top right corner to get the best offer available in your region. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth broker reviews. And hey, YouTube thinks that this video might interest you too. Let's see if they're right.